Welcome back, everyone. Well, there's something pretty unique happening in a couple of weeks down on the shoreline.
There's a special road race, so special, it's the only race in the country where runners actually race a turn-of-the-century steam train.
That train would be the one and only Essex steam train.
This is so cool.
It is. All the money from the steam train half marathon and relay goes to a good cause. And if running isn't your thing, you can always just come along for the ride. The train ride, that is. The Essex train station dates back to 1892, when traveling by foot or train were just about the only options for most people, excluding horses, of course. But now you can race the Essex steam train in the Steam Train Half Marathon and Relay to benefit local Connecticut charities. Matt Resniski created the race.
Where'd you get this idea to race a train?
Well, when I was the president of Team MAD, I was thinking we need something that will actually drum up more money than we've been making over the past years. So I was out running, I live in this area, and I was thinking to myself, we could create a really fun half marathon, but what will that be? And right when I was saying that to myself, I actually heard the train whistle go off.
Now that sound will start the race on October 27th for about 700 people who will come out to race or watch people race the train.
When we created this race, we actually wanted to make a destination race, a race that people would want to come to, one that's completely different. And when I came up with the idea, I actually did a little bit of internet research and realized this is the only half marathon against a steam train in the entire country. And last year, about 1/4 of our runners were from outside of New England.
The train moves at a good clip.
Can you actually beat the train?
The train race is actually only 2 hours and 15 minutes, so we've paced the train in a way that it's a good incentive for our runners out there.
Okay, so if you want to beat the train, you got to run that half marathon in less than 2:15.
Correct, and if you do, you actually get a little attachment on your medal that states you beat the train, a train whistle.
You get a train whistle?
You get a train whistle.
Nice! So do people blow the whistles as they're crossing the finish line? That's the...
Oh yeah, they love to toot their horns out.
Team MAD, which stands for Making a Difference, is the charity that raises money for other charities. All the money from the race against the train will go to MAD to give to other local causes. Eric Vieweg has been part of Team MAD since 2009. He loves to run. He's done 12 marathons and a few half marathons too. But the race against the train is special to him.
You know, I've run beach races, I've run races at Disney, but this is different. You're racing a train, and it starts with a whistle instead of a gun, so it's actually the train whistle, and you see the smoke, and you take off. And then you go down, River Road right along the water and run next to the river.
If you're not a runner, no worries. You don't have to be. You can also help raise money by buying a seat on the train, and you can just sit back and watch.
They can ride the train, cheer for the runners at the halfway mark, and then see if they beat their runners back.
And way more fun for the kiddos than just standing on the side of the road. They get to ride a train.
A lot more fun for the kids.
It's fun that serves the greater good. The race is run 100% by volunteers, so all the money raised goes to help the community.
The thing that's unique is we're not in it for ourselves.
This year, one of the beneficiaries of the race is CHR, Community Health Resources. Maureen McGuire is the Vice President of Communications there.
If people come out and race the train, tell them a little bit about what their money is going to support with CHR.
Sure. Well, CHR is a nonprofit behavioral health care agency. We provide a range of services for children, families, and adults, people of all ages, whose lives have been touched by mental illness, by addictions. We're doing a lot of work now with the opioid use crisis.
24,000 people are served by CHR. This year, thousands of dollars will be raised to help by the race against the train.
We are so grateful. As a nonprofit behavioral health care agency, we appreciate any donation of any size. But we just love working with Team MAD. They're all heart. They're all volunteers, and they're just doing this to help the community. So we're so grateful, and we just love working with them.
Last year, Maureen just barely beat the train.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. So I just barely beat the train, but I did. But it's a great event. It's a lot of fun. I mean, this is one of the prettiest towns in Connecticut, and it's in late October, so the foliage was gorgeous.
MAD hopes the race will continue to grow, so it can reach even more people who need help.
Because that's kind of the vision I have, is to grow so that we can almost become like a food bank of money for Connecticut charities, where you need, you know, your budget's off by $5,000 that year. You come to Team Mad and you tell us, hey, we need X amount of money, and we have the board vote, and if we have it, we can give it to you.
What a great idea.
That would be great. Well, runners can register for the Steam Train Half Marathon and Relay at steamtrainhalf.com. October 15th is the deadline to register, but you should do it sooner if you really want to secure your spot, because last year this race sold out. Again, the race is October 27th at the Essex Steam Train in Essex, of course. Starts at 7:30 in the morning. The half marathon is $75. The relay is $45. And spectator tickets to ride that train and just watch the race are only $7.
That's pretty good. Well, good luck to everybody.
It's a race you don't have to run, Scott.
Absolutely.